any initial thoughts on where they finish, team performance, like any just like bold proclamations that are way too early?
I don't know about bold,
Mateo
but
can clip in and add with what we already said.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything like bold necessarily, but like I still think it's a good hockey team. They're pretty similar to the team they were last year. Like ideally, they get the drama out of the way. Kaprizov re-signs at some point here, and he stays healthy for 82 games. 84 games.
No, not this year.
I know. I'm just getting ready for it. I'm just
I had to stop myself a couple times saying that Florida can't exploit LTIR the same way. And I'm like, fuck, I can for one more year. Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. The one huge thing that isn't, I guess, completely out of the realm of possibility. There's one of those two defensemen in Spurgeon or Brodin. He moved out.
Sure. Well, and to Cole's point, there's two defensemen that are going to be battling for Calder.
You're sick.
If they both finish top 3, that'd be so cool.
That'd rock.
There have not been many years where two guys from the same team were nominated for Calder together.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I bet there's been one since, but I can literally only remember back in 2007.
I feel like there was one recently, though. There was like, who would you pick?
I will say that if this team stays healthy, I think they do get the number 3 spot in the division. Mm-hmm. Maybe number 2.
Yeah.
I'm just never going to be bold enough to say that they're going to stay healthy.
That's the thing. Actually, that could be a bold take. They stay healthy.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's speak that out of
existence. Just kidding. They like literally are starting.
He's getting McKenna.
They're starting unhealthy, so it was already done.
That's also true. Well, okay, if they're healthy after that, damn it. Yeah, okay, fair enough. That's dead. Cole, Rossi was not a top 3 finisher, I don't believe. I thought he was like 5 or 6 for Calder, but I might be wrong. Tarasenko over under 20 goals. I mean, with the caveat of health, I think I almost want to call Post. Hits 20.
I might hit the over on that, to be honest. Well, I mean, again, I guess
if he's playing in the top 6, he's probably going over. I don't know where that goes.
Mm-hmm. I'll say fuck and take the over. I'll set the over under 22.5.
You're saying he's going to hit 22.5, or that's where you'd put the over under?
That's where I'm putting my bold over under.
Okay, bold over under. I'm like, be a very bold prediction to say he's going to get half a goal, but
exactly on the nose.
Yeah, this isn't even that bold, but I'm putting Gustafsson in the Vezina.
Mm-hmm.
Probably doesn't win it because he's in Minnesota. I think here it is. Faber, second in voting for the Norris.
Ooh, I like that one. I like that one a lot.
Gustafsson, second in voting for the Vezina. Kaprizov, second in voting for the Hart. And Minnesota just melts collectively. I actually think it'd be sweet. I would take that over any of them winning the individual award and the others not being like in the discussion. Like that'd be sweet to just be like running second place across all of these. Eck, second in voting for Selke. Keep going. What else we got? Boom, second place for the Calder. I don't think Hines is getting second for the Jackass, but if the team torches, like he'll probably get the votes. So yeah, I'm just saying second across the board. Minnesota gets second place in every category, does not win any.
Yeah. Or they'll have someone that's wildly deserving of winning an individual award, but the whole everyone that votes on that award is gonna be like, we already gave Minnesota a first place guy in the last decade. We're never doing that again. So you can be second. For our own sanity, we're actually going to put you right in the murky middle again because that's where we feel like you belong. So that's just what it feels like.
Just imagine the banner that the Chargers would make for us.
I still am like, fuck.
We almost win at everything. No.
One of the
they just put up a Ricky Bobby poster. Just if you're not first, you're last.
Still one of the very few like quadruple takes, aka like double tapping the rewind button on the Twitter video when the Chargers posted that video. I was like, what the fuck was that?
What a
you guys. What the hell did we do to you? But yeah,
very fun. So Mateo asked, and it's not up anymore, who are the 3 most critical players to the Wild having a successful season next year? I mean, can go a lot of different directions with this. I'm gonna say I got my number 1. Who's your top guy?
Gus.
I'm saying Boldy.
That's a nice one. I don't even know if I'd put him
Gus
in.
Is probably my 2.
Because I feel like, Boldy is going to be up
if Boldy
there.
can be remotely consistent with what we saw in the postseason, again, I hope he's not playing with Kaprizov and he can still somewhat produce in that setting. If he can, like that changes everything for me. I'd say him, and then I'm going to go with those 2 and Boyum. I'm not saying Boyum needs to be a number 1 defenseman or like lead the league in points, but if he can come in and solidify our PP1 quarterback and like play normal minutes and look like he belongs in the NHL, I think that's a huge jolt to this team. So there's my 3.
That's interesting. I mean, I'd go Gus, Kirill.
But for me, it's just health with Kirill. I have no doubt in him producing. It's just, is he healthy?
Oh, yeah. Was the question health or like just...
The question is, who are the 3 most critical players to the Wild having a successful season next year? So I'm taking that as like performance. Like him being in the lineup is definitely critical to their success. So if that's the route you're going, I totally get it. I'm taking it more from the, like, who needs to step up, perform, like whose performance is going to be most indicative of what happens. Because I don't know. In my mind, if he's not in the lineup, then he's not really a factor, right? If he's in the lineup, he's not going to be the problem. He will be the one that's carrying the load. That's how, like, in my brain, I'm working it out. But I get what you're saying. Like,
I guess that's why
he needs to be the one carrying the load.
I guess that's why I'm putting him in my
top
fair. 3. Then actually, that's interesting.
Like your top 3 list is solid. Like, it's not as good as mine, but it's good.
I haven't even said 3 yet. I just said 2. So Gus, Kirill. I'm going back and forth between Faber.
Yeah, we're just looking at this differently because for me, Kirill and Faber are the most sure bets on the team.
Right, so which is why I'm like, if both of them, actually, I'm going to go 3. So that's my 3 then.
Yeah,
so
I like it. I get where you're coming from. Sure.
Yeah. I mean, Tarasenko popping off, like if they can get more scoring, because again, like, and the reason that I put Kirill firmly at either 1 or 2, like you could, whatever, on different days, I'll tell you either one is the most critical. But like when Kirill was out, obviously they kept their head above water for a while. Then injuries kept and I mean, by the end of the season, we were desperate for any kind of like secondary, tertiary scoring, specifically like from the wings too. So if Tarasenko can give you a boost and give you like 22, 23, 24 goals, that's going to be fucking massive on a team that was devoid outside of their top 4 or 5 guys as far as scoring goes. So Tarasenko would be like a huge, if he could pop off, he might like work his way into like that top 3 as far as like the reason that they were as good as they were.
Oh, I could absolutely see him being like, yeah, I feel like that's a different discussion, is like, who's a player that if they pop off, they make all the difference kind of thing.